Hi everyone, it's Barbara from the Black Light Lab, bringing light into the darkness. I'm coming to you from New York City, from my apartment. You got 3rd Avenue over here in Manhattan, Midtown. So yes, very lucky to be a light worker in New York City. And so what these past few months has taught me is that it's okay to be me and to be weird and to have likes and dislikes. Now, I'm an Aries. I'm not an astrologer. I want to bring spirituality in a much more simpler way to people, because let's face it, it's all great and dandy learning about the Emerald Tablets, about different religions and everything. There's so different modalities for you to have a better, to learn about ancient Egypt, to how you can live your life, and that's all great and dandy. But some of the stuff doesn't interest me. I don't want to learn it. And I try, even my dislike of reading, maybe it's a block and I'm still working on, but I'm going to be honest with you. Now that time, the way we look at time is changing, and now that how we spend our time doing the things, I feel like it's become shorter. So we're supposed to do a lot less. Who wants to learn about this stuff when you could be outside doing something you love or creativity? So why not just get some shortcuts? Screw all that other stuff. That's all great and dandy. If you find that so interesting, I'm so happy for you. My channel is not going to resonate for everybody because I'm super freaking high frequency. Okay. So I love Lisa Transcendence Brown, and you get clues as you're going along on this journey on how why certain things a certain way you are, why I'm made the way I am made physically, why I have a loud voice. All my life I've been told I talk loud, I laugh loud. You could hear me. I worked for Banana Republic for 13 years in the Rockefeller Center. There's 3 floors, and they could hear me. I was on the 3rd floor. They could hear me all the way in the basement, my laughing. My daughter still bothers me about my laughing, about how I talk loud. Everybody I know. I got to download this week that my voice is actually an activator. I have a commercial out with Manhattan Mini Storage, and it's been airing, and it'll probably still be airing because I've been heavily in the gay community here in New York City. I love going out. I've been going to clubs till a few months ago, till all this started happening. So at my human age of 43, I've grown up going through this awakening. But that commercial was a catalyst for me to I came home one day and I was on Bravo TV. So, there's different types of light workers who have these, I didn't know what my purpose was. And I just learned that my purpose was actually just to be still. As a grid keeper and an activator. So, having that commercial, I didn't know the meaning of it. I actually thought the meaning of it for me was that, and it is still part of it. Still part true that it was okay for me to be who I am, to like what I like to do, which is actually go out to clubs and go out dancing. I was always frowned upon. People always wanted me to fit in their box of what I should be doing, how I should be living. And I've always, you know, like I said in my other videos, like, nah, that doesn't work for me. So, I've learned that it's okay to not like reading, but I don't want to read. I mean, listen, reading is good for you. Don't get me wrong. Don't tell me, I'm not trying to say don't go reading, because reading is a different way of using your optical nerves to open different portals. So, you know, that's something, maybe it'll be a block for something for me in my experience. But, you know, like I'm saying, like a lot of this stuff, a lot of us want, you know, the shortcuts and information, and I might not click for everybody, but for the people who are my soul family, my soul group, who are resonating with me now, I'm hoping that these messages will come to you, and so that the next group of people that are waking up will have an easier understanding, not have to do what I went through. So I gave myself the tower moment. I quit my job. I had a walk in my soul, took over, and has been, you know, helping me to let go of the things that I thought I needed to be doing or being. And so my lesson, which I was finally released from last night, was that I need to be still. I'm an Aries, and I like to go out and be, you know, and I'm very masculine. I like to go out and do things and save the world, and none of that is important. And what's important for me, it was to learn to sit still and have things come to me, and learn patience and how to be still. Just be, and that it's okay. You're still special. Just being. You don't have to write a book. You don't have to have abs. You don't have to do anything you don't want to be. And I thought I had to fit in all these little boxes that people wanted me to fit in, you know, and I had to learn that lesson on my own. Nobody can tell you, you know, just let it go. It's not, no, that doesn't work. It has to click for you. And the whole purpose of this journey and being on this planet right now is to expand your consciousness. And I couldn't have done that with failed relationships, with the fighting I did with my parents when I was younger, with being fired from jobs that for something so stupid. And then I was like, but I'm a good person. That shouldn't have happened to me. And I've had so many instances that have happened to me. And until you see the lesson, you're going to keep on experiencing that. So finally, I'm aware that I create my own reality, and I can now actually put a halt to that and do a lot of the healing that I need to do within myself. And, you know, I'm hoping that I've removed that I'm fast tracked, I believe, you know, with this ascension process, to be super enlightened in a different way. Because the other people, I guess the people talk about the false prophets and following these gurus and these religions, and they're all great and dandy, but at the end of the day, I believe in is that it's just great to have all those things, and you can believe in one of those things, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. That's what I believe in. I believe in the universe, and that we all have different roles we have to play in order for us to play. I mean, there's got to be that one person who, you know, has conspiracy theory and all the pyramids, you know, it's the draconians, I don't know, whatever, I'm just making shit up. But, you know, like Earth, flat Earth, you know, round Earth, like, we have to have those types of people for us to have a difference. Because what would it be like if we were all the fucking same? How boring would that be? So, we have to be in our own universe, like a straight direct line to God. Okay, this is my universe. I can take care of this vessel, you know? So nothing else, it's just irrelevant in reality. So there's rules though. Okay, so there's rules. I'm not gonna go through all the rules, but you know, there's rules for how to live your life and navigate it. I mean, there's a law of gravity, right? There's a law of sound. And what makes you think there's no law for your life? So there's the law of one. Everything is, you know, all connected to source, basically. Even inanimate objects. Everything has feelings. Feelings. Your phone. Oh no, I'm using my phone. But your phone. Everything has feelings. So be nice to everything. That's why when you're mean to like your phone and then it breaks on you, it's because you were talking badly about it. They are listening. God is listening. You're under surveillance 24/7. Okay, so I have a lot of notes. Let's get into it. First off, I've stepped off of social media on Instagram. I mean, I'm still like putting stories in my stories, but I'm refrained from posting. And just being mindful about being on there as much, because right now I'm deprogramming myself and then I'm reprogramming myself into the things that I want in my life. And I realize that I'm thinking that I'm doing so much by saving the world, by posting all this shit on Instagram, and I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is an energy leak to myself. So pull back. You gotta pull back. Be a mystery, you know. Now I've never been a mystery, and I tell everybody a lot of stuff here on my YouTube videos, but there's a lot of stuff I'm holding back because I want to surprise you guys. And I'm so grateful to the Higher Self channel to posting two of my videos, and I have like 100 followers now, and I'm just really, really honored that I actually resonated with other people. You know, I did read some of the comments on the Higher Self channel, and that's intimidating, because someone wrote, I thought you were on drugs, and then I continued watching, and you're just like a friend of mine or something. It was really strange and cute, and I loved it. We're like, whatever. So I have to learn to discern and be aware that you know, might not be people that don't like me, and I'm okay with that. Being enlightened with the Kundalini activation is giving me the power to be still like Buddha. That's my takeaway that I've gained over this past weekend, as a matter of fact. I had a lot of more releasing family issues that came up, and you know, I have to take responsibility of the things that I did from 8 years ago that's affecting my daughter, and words were said and everything, but you know, not that it was, you know, great, but at the same time, for me not to become an emotional mess or fall apart, and I was just like still like Buddha, and it was beautiful, actually. It was beautiful. So a lot of that stuff's still coming up. So navigating the waters. So, okay. I might jump around a little bit because yeah, I'm an Aries and I speak quantum. So sacrificing your ego on the altar of love. We don't take sacrifices in our everyday life, and in like trusting someone or in a relationship. How could you take the chance to see what, this whole life is about? It's about taking a fucking chance. And that's what, for a long time I've been scared, I guess, living in fear of having a relationship, because my last few ones have not been so great. But that was a story that I was telling myself. I learned that because of all the dimension changes, being multidimensional, if I had learned the lessons earlier in the relationships that I was passed in, I could have lived happily ever after in those relationships. But, you know, it's, my insecurities showed up in each relationship. And I want to love, and I want to be, I want to be married, and I want the family, and I want to travel around the world. I want to, you know, motivate people. And I find this shit so fascinating and so dear to me that I quit my job from Ralph Lauren to do this because I believed in it. Or the walk-in that took over my soul believed in it. We'll never know. So, yeah, my crazy just came out. So sacrificing your ego on the altar of love to gain expansion, to gain, life, joy, whatever. And it's okay not to like what you don't like, what you like I was talking about earlier. Talking to your body and to yourself is I highly recommend that. You can start saying, so my whole God, part of it is God, part of it's me. We'll never know though. But part of this gaining this weight and all that I have to go through was learning that it's okay to be in this body the way I am, because I can change things about it. And after these blocks get removed, I'm getting my vitality back. And who knew that just having vitality alone is the greatest thing in the world? I've been bedridden a lot in the last few months, and not understanding why this was happening. And I know that it's a contract that I put myself in this position to experience this game, and this coming to an end, and now realizing that I have control of this stuff is the best part. And now we're gonna see some magic being created by me. Yeah, so it's okay. So communicating with your body, and if you want to so we're spirits basically, right? Living in this human vessel. This human vessel is coming with us through all these dimensions and through activating the light body. You can use statements like, I perceive that my body feels this, if it's hungry, if it's sad, and talk to it in that kind of third party. I perceive that my body feels this, because you can start having control of your body and of your making it notice that it's not, you want to change and taking the reins of this, and no, we're doing it this way. So that's a great statement for you to start talking to be using and talking to yourself. I also want to mention a mantra that I like watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I also want to say that because I've taken the shortcut. I believe in my personal experience, I've taken the shortcut in spirituality. And there's a lot of tarot card readers out there, and they say, don't watch tarot card readers so much out there because it's going to, you need to get a life and go out and live. Yes, 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 and yes. But let me tell you something. There's some tarot card readers out there that fucking know their shit. And you know what? They give me the shortcuts. They give me the shortcuts that there's things that resonate and it jumps out on you. And a lot of them give you tips on their studies, on their what they've learned in spirituality. And you know what? Those are the tarot card readers that I like. You know what? My twin flame. I'm going to jump ahead to my twin flame. I know that my twin flame had, his journey and my journey were different. He probably is, I had to learn poverty, chivalry, abandonment, inner peace, and victim mentality. And he's probably out there learning the ruler, the emperor, the perpetrator, and how to get power. But at the same time, he's still vulnerable like a child. I'm sure. I don't know. I don't speak to him, and I wish him well, but I'm not pining away for my twin anymore. God released me from him. I actually had some dreams of him telling me that I wasn't the one, and I took it as a hint that I had to let go of that childlike dream, I guess, I had of him, that we would end up together. So it's fine. You know, what are you gonna do? At the end of the day, we're all connected, and I still see signs from him that Spirit shows me, but it'll be like that forever, even if we aren't together. So that is one download I got from Spirit. What else? Will pay dues. Oh, so yeah, the mantra. We start using the mantra. So we're in a different paradigm now. We're in the 5th dimension. So the new mantra that I got from Cryon, I watch Modern Galaxy, is I activate the God inside of me. And that's a great mantra to use, because God isn't out there. God is in here. And so we all have, we are all in our own universes, and we all have God inside of us. So that's what Christ consciousness is. Christ consciousness is a choice. Are you going to be good, or are you going to be bad? Okay. Is the glass half full or glass half empty? We have these choices, and that's what Christ consciousness is. And so stay in the light or to stay in the dark. We all have light. We all have dark within us. That's what makes us so great. Or else, what would it be fun if we were all just happy? Then we might as well just be ETs out in the universe, and we wouldn't have come here to experience free will. And yeah, so where am I up to? So intentions. I learned about intentions. Any tensions and journaling the day before, so that you can go out and then have a better chance of getting what you want, you know, of doing the things, or appearing, and having more control of your life. I didn't know what intentions were. So I'm going to make another separate video on that, but I would like you to start using intentions for everything. So I intend to meet nice people today. I intend that everything I touch leaves a high frequency. I think I said that in my last videos, but I'll keep reiterating it. What else? Oh, and so I think this is gonna be the last thing I talk about. Oh, maybe not. Well, I can make a lot of videos of this. Maybe this will be the last one, because it's getting kind of long. So once you learn a lesson and you realize what it is, and you get that aha moment, that epiphany, you can talk to your angels, or talk to your higher self. I actually gave my higher self a name, so that it knows that who I'm talking to. And my higher self, his name is, I'm not gonna tell you actually. So tell your higher self that I've learned this lesson, please release me. They want you to, they want you to realize, to recognize the lesson, but how can they, if you're not being clear that you are clear that you learned this lesson? So making that statement is taking charge of your life. Anyway, I'm gonna delete that. Nope. All right, guys. So I want to thank everybody who's been following me on my YouTube page. I'm so grateful for this experience, and that I now know that my voice is an activator. I'm based here out of New York City. I want to create some magical things out here. And it's a beautiful time to be alive. So thank you for liking and subscribing. I'm on the Black Light Lab on Facebook and on Instagram. On Facebook, I'm posting a lot of other videos from other YouTubers that resonate with me on my channel. I mean, to me, because there's so many talented people, and I'd rather give the shortcuts to get through this life so that we can go out there and enjoy life, you know. So hermit mode is over. It's time to be in control of yourself, and be out in nature. Go out in nature. It's the best thing for you. Okay? Peace and love. Bye.